Florida man? Who on earth is Florida man? I suppose we're going to have to find out in today's episode. That's coming right up after this. Hello everybody, how are you doing? And welcome to today's episode of the vlog. My name is Shaun and I'm a YouTuber from Edinburgh in Scotland. And in today's episode of the vlog, I am talking all about a very specific part of American culture that has grabbed my interest over the last week or two, right? I don't know if you know this. If you don't, you should go and check it out. But I did a video all about my first impressions of going to various different parts of the United States of America. I went on an Exploring American Values tour with the United States Embassy to London. They invited me and a bunch of other British vloggers over to America to see a number of different places. We went to Texas, we went to Washington DC, and we also went to Florida. So I did a video the other day explaining about my experiences, my first impressions of Florida, okay? Let's talk about that in a little second, because first of all, I just want to say welcome to everybody and thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure to discuss Scottish culture with you guys in the context of the wider Scottish heritage universe, especially in North America. And if you're new, please do not forget to hit the red subscribe button down in the bottom corner, and then you will be part of the team from now on. Great to have you on board. Right, as I said, I went to Florida as part of this Exploring American Values tour. It was a fascinating experience. I really enjoyed it. And I made the video all about my first impressions of Florida, right? Giving my opinions of Florida, a bit of funny stuff and a bit of serious stuff as well. But I got so many comments from people, right, in the comments who are from Florida saying, I'm surprised you did not hear about Florida man. But as soon as I launched that video and started seeing the comments come rolling in all about this subject, I was like right onto Google to enlighten myself about Florida man and who he is and what he gets up to. And blooming hell, I spent the rest of that night basically laughing. It is pretty hilarious, okay? Now, before I get into that deeper, I should say, and I don't want to offend anybody with this because I know that this is something that not everybody feels happy about, because sometimes we're talking about real life issues with people who have done things based on things like alcoholism or drug addiction, for example. And let me tell you, right, what I think is funny about this whole thing, and interesting actually, is the parallels between Florida man and the memes that we have in Scotland, okay? They are almost identical. The only difference is with a Scottish accent. We have exactly the same thing as Florida man. And you can see it on Scottish Twitter, for example. I'll discuss all about that at the end of this video. But first of all, let me get into Florida man and have a wee look and see what he's up to, what he's been up to. Light-hearted, look at this, but also in a very respectful manner from me, alright? Right, okay, Florida man. Literally, you don't have to look very far to find what he has been up to, this mythical man. As you guys know, it's like lots of people who are involved in Florida man. It's not one man. It sounds like one man because of how the news report it. Basically, what Florida man is, for anybody who doesn't know, strange things seem to happen in Florida, but actually, just to clear that up, Florida's a massive state where I think the third most populous in America. And statistically speaking, no matter where you are in the world, you're going to see a number of quite funny and hilarious news items appear from an area like that every single day. Their headlines of the news items always start with Florida man does something, so it's not really just one man, it's lots of people doing lots of crazy things that make the news, basically. So, typing in Florida man today on Google. Florida man arrested after police find 5 bottles of Fireball in his golf cart. I don't even know what Fireball is, but presumably it's something you would not usually find in a golf cart. Anywhere near a golf course, to be honest with you. A Florida man stole a car, but left phone behind, cops say. So he drove to his own arrest. Yeah, I think that's a Florida man who has definitely realised the error of his ways. Thought, you know what, I might as well just have myself in. Florida man's $1 yard sale bowl could fetch $30,000. Wow. I mean, there's a pretty tame Florida man's, as far as I'm aware, as far as what you guys have led me to believe. If you go back in history, you'll find some absolute crackers throughout that time, and a lot of websites have kind of aggregated the best ones. Yeah. Florida man wears F the police shirt in court, wins case. Florida cop claims Burger King put dirt on his burger. Investigation finds it was seasoning. Not really sure what to make of that one. Florida man gets tired of waiting at hospital. Steals ambulance, drives home. Florida man is not patient. He doesn't want to wait in no hospital. Oh man, this is a hilarious one. Florida man hides in swamp after high-speed chase. Gets stuck and licked by police dog. Now, the thing with this one that I find a bit bizarre is Florida man seems to look a bit dead in this photo. Definitely looks like he has seen better days. Florida man gets arrested for assaulting girlfriend with fried chicken. We're seeing all types of Florida man here. Florida man climbs up on playground equipment to tell children where babies come from. That is bizarre. Florida man steals peacock, gets chased by angry birds. Bravo. Can I just give a round of applause there to the journalist who wrote that headline? That is absolutely sensational. The tabloids in the UK are famous for being excellent headline writers. No matter what you think about their journalism, they are good at headline writing, okay? That's what they're expert at. This headline ties in a bizarre case of theft with a popular computer game. Absolutely hilarious. Florida man arrested in park for practicing karate on swans. Oh, by the way guys, I don't know if you know this. I don't know about Florida and America, right? But here in the UK, let me tell you something. Swans are one of very few animals which actually belong to the Queen. And assaulting the Queen's animals, the Queen's birds, the swans, is like assaulting the Queen herself. If you assault a swan right here in this country, like, you're looking at some serious jail time. So I don't know what the laws are there, but presumably karate on a swan, never a good idea. For a start, by the way, listen, not many people know this. Swans are dangerous animals, really dangerous. They can hurt you, they're big, they're powerful, and they are badass, right? I have seen dogs, probably my dog, it was my dog, being chased down a park path by an irate mother swan. Oh my god, he ran for his life. It's pretty hilarious, guys. And listen, there's also a subreddit dedicated to Florida man. Subreddits are where things just get really, really deep, dark, and hilarious. Hey, Florida woman's made an appearance. Let's see what she's getting up to. Florida woman slammed Florida man's face into her crotch, prompting police response. Interesting. Florida man offers alien abduction insurance, has sold about 6,000 policies. Let's just say you are abducted by an alien, right? If they do it properly, you ain't coming back to Earth. Not sure insurance money is going to save you with that one. But I do admire this Florida man's enterprising nature. Florida man steals entire church. I would think that is one that I would definitely have to click on to actually read, but unfortunately, I'm in Europe and it does not allow that. So there you go. I'm going to have to be forever wondering how that story developed. As I said to you, Florida man, for me, sounds remarkably similar to something that we have in Scotland. Based on lots of just crazy stuff that happens in Scotland, our news headlines in Scotland are bananas and hilarious in exactly the same fashion as Florida man. And I've actually already done 2 or 3 videos about this subject on my channel already. In fact, I will put the links down below and I would highly recommend that you guys go and check them out. And here is a headline I am bringing to you all the way from Aberdeen. Drunk woman steals a ferry and yells, "I'm Jack Sparrow. I kicked burning terrorists so hard in balls that I tore a tendon in my foot." He gave a TV interview afterwards.
It's your luck, and luckily my luck was in yesterday. This is Glasgow, we'll set about you.
Next headline from the Dunfermline Press. Man hit pal with iron. There is so much going on in the town of Dunfermline. The fact that somebody was hit with an iron becomes headline news. Glasgow woman threatens to slash neighbour from earhole to arsehole in row over pot noodle. Police hunt Zimmer frame thug in a tammy hat who stabbed a man in the bum in Glasgow. I have saved the best newspaper headline from Scotland until the very end. Find the bastard who shat down my chimney. For Scottish people on Twitter, for example, is exactly the same in every way to Florida man and everything other than accent. Please go and check those out to see exactly what I'm talking about. I swear to you, it's exactly the same thing. But guys, listen, this was a bit funny and I did this video based on your recommendations and what you were telling me to do, right? Loads of you said, please do a reaction to Florida man when I made that Florida video, so here it is. Hope you enjoyed it, I hope you thought it was funny. A Scottish guy's reaction to Florida man. Anyway guys, I want to say a big thanks to these people down below. They are my high level supporters on patreon.com. Speaking of which, I've just actually launched a brand new blooper reel video, which is available exclusively to my Patreon supporters. It's a bit of a laugh, go and check them out. And without their help, I could not be putting this content together. So big thank you to them and a big thank you to you for watching until the end. It has been great as always to speak to you. And until the next adventure, I hope you have a good night, morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day it is wherever you are in the world. Take care.